What are you doing, Chicky? You gonna help me? Help me work on my truck, Chicky. Yeah, come on, you can do it. So I've been working on my truck. It's like a piddle with my truck. I investigate. I slowly fix things as I go. If it's really, really important, I get it done fairly quickly. If it's just annoying stuff, I just take my time and I piddle with it. I try to figure things out. So on this truck, it's got two problems that I need to fix. Well, three problems. No, wait a minute. 4 problems. No, hey. No, 5 problems. Or more. Okay. So I've got a little leak. I guess you can see it right down in there. Around my water pump. That's one problem. Another problem is right back here where you see that hole. Something shot through there and smacked into some of my cabling. I got a cabling problem. And then another problem is I'm missing on cylinder 8. So I got to get back in there and take the coil out and the spark plug out. And it's all, the problems are always in spots where it wasn't designed for humans to work on. Another problem I've got with this truck is this thing doesn't fit tight. I gotta figure that out. It's not sitting in there exactly right. So I may have to replace this. I don't know if I do right now or not, but I'll get back in there and figure it out. Okay, what's another problem? Another problem is, alright, this wiring hanging down here is supposed to connect to, what do you call it? The 7-way plug. It's not in there right now, but the 7-way plug. It used to fit right there. I took the old one off. It was all yacked out on the inside. Trying to figure out what the other problems are. But you know, every vehicle's got problems. Every vehicle's got problems. I was wondering where my oil went. But anyway, every vehicle's got problems. So I end up working on little problems here and there. Try to get things taken care of as I can. So I'm going to see if I can knock out replacing or swapping out that coil down there and spark plug. It's not that one you can see, it's the one right behind it that you can't see. So yeah, always in a bad spot. So I'm going to see if I can get that thing out of there and swap it over with a good known one. That way I'll know whether or not it's the coil. I'm also going to replace the spark plug while I'm at it. That way I know I've got a good coil and a good spark plug. See if my problem stays there or moves or goes away completely. You never know how these things are going to turn out. But I've got this thing to stand on. I already got mud on my shirt. Can you believe that? I got mud on my shirt. Probably when I was messing with the chickens. Oh well. Darn chickens! Mud on my shirt. And the chickens over there. Zoom in. Whoop. How do I get back to zoom in? There we go. Zoom in on those guinea birds and the chickies and the duckies. Anyway, back to what I was doing. How do I get back to what I was doing? Oh well. Anyway. I figured, oh, there we go. Wonderful. Okay. So, I need to find the equivalent to the 10mm wrench thingy to get down in there, get that thing loose. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Video. There we go. For some reason my camera stopped on me. Alright, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get down in there and I'm just going to see if I can knock it out down in there. I'm going way down in there. So if you can see, there's a connector. You see me pointing at the connector back there. That's where I gotta go. I gotta disconnect that connector, and then there's two 10mm little things that are holding it on. Kind of like those right there, but it's way back there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can get that thing out of there. So to be able to get in there a little bit better, I had to take my air filter, my air intake thing off. And I can actually see it better. You see that connector right there goes to the coil right there. And I got the bolt from the back off, and then there's a little bolt underneath there I got to get off. So having all this out of there will definitely help me to get that done. So let me get at it. Alright, I got that dang thing out. That's what it looks like. And I forgot, honestly forgot there were 2 spark plugs for each one of these things. So anyway, I got it out. And that was one heck of a pain in my you know what. Anyway, see if I can zoom in there for you. Got everything else in the way. But this wiring harness right here, all up in the way. These hoses, all of these hoses are in the way. Let me zoom out a little bit. See how those hoses are up there in the way. So I've got 2 spark plugs in there. I'm wondering, could it be the coil thing that's bad, or 2 spark plugs? I'm going to assume one of those spark plugs has got to be good, which means I would get spark. Being an 8-cylinder engine, and there's 4 cylinders on each side, it looks to me like 2 spark plugs per cylinder for giving a good solid spark. That was a real pain to get that thing out. And it's going to be just as much of a pain to get those spark plugs out and replaced. But I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I can do. So, these are the new spark plugs. Ooh, see them? I chose the Autolite Platinum. That's the part number there. I forget exactly where I got these. Probably O'Reilly's, maybe. But that's what it looks like. This one's dirty because I have my dirty hand all over it, but it's definitely got a nice clean, it's nice and clean. And the size of, I need to get my extender. What size am I using here? Is it upside down? Oh yeah, there we go. The 5/8. So the 5/8 spark plug, whatever you call this thing. So I need to get the extender because, as you can see, that's not going to be quite long enough to reach down in there. So let me go find my extender. Alright, so I got my extender on there. So now I'm going to go for it. So give me a little time. I get in there and get that. I would take the camera down in there with me, but it's really, really hard. It's really hard for me to get all down in there with holding the camera with one hand and trying to talk and do work. So I'm just going to dig in, get it done. Alright, so I got the old spark plugs out. I got the new spark plugs in. These are the old ones. Yeah, they're not too worn, but still they're old. And I found a trick, because those things are so far down in there. The trick I found is you can pull one of these things off of here. It actually disconnects. You just got to give it a good tug to get it off of here. And you lower that down in that hole where the spark plug is. And this will fit tightly, well, not real tight, but snug around the spark plug. And then you can pull it out of the hole, right? That worked for me. And then I just stuck it back on there. All right, so I'll need to go get another one of these, which it's not going to be a brand new one. It's going to be one off another engine. So I took this one out of another vehicle that is showing no missing on any of the cylinders. So this is a good known coil, even though it's dirty. And I'm going to put it in this one. So I got two new spark plugs for that cylinder, and this is a known good coil that I'm putting on that cylinder, and hopefully that'll get rid of my missing on cylinder 8 issue. Well, that was a pain, but I got it done. I got the one I took out of the other vehicle in there. 2 spark plugs per cylinder. Replaced the coil thingy there, got it in there. It's in there. It was a pain, and I saved you guys from hearing a lot of cussing and swearing and moaning and groaning and, you know, making promises to punish the engineers that built this, designed it, and all that good stuff. But I got it done, and now that I've got it done, I'm like, you know what, I got it done, and I feel good about it. So now I need to put the air filter and air intake thing back in. As soon as I get that done, I'll be done. I threw in a bit of high mileage motor oil. This truck takes the 5W20. If you notice on the cap, it says 5W20. So I put a bit of oil in there, top it off. But anyway, now I just got to gather up my tools, get stuff out of the way, shut the hood, get in there and crank over the engine, hook up my tester and see if my missing on cylinder 8 has gone away, which I'm pretty sure it will. I'm going to set that right there because it's empty. No need to carry that in the truck with me anymore. Alright. I just love it when I come to the end of a project. I can put my tools back in my toolbox. There we go. I just love it. Alright, let me get in that truck. I'm gonna start it up. I know my truck's dirty, but I'm gonna get my tester. I'm gonna hook up my tester. And my tester fits under the dash. Where does it fit? Okay, am I looking at it? What am I looking at? There it is. Alright. So that's what the end of my tester looks like. So I just, which way is it plugged on? There we go. Alright. So now my tester's wanting to read. And what I'll do is I'm going to show you the codes that I was having. Alright. The P0308, these are the codes I was having. P0308 was misfire on cylinder 8, and that's the one I was working on trying to fix. These others are known issues that I've got to take care of as well. But let me get in my truck and start it up. And my engine light was on before, so let's start it up. Let me back up a little bit. All right. So my door is open. Let me No way. Can't be. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do erase, Cynthia erase. Now it's reading again. P0308. It's probably because it didn't really erase. I'm going to have to start and stop my engine several times for that computer to sense a few things. It actually sounds better. It does, it sounds better. Sometimes you get to start it just so many times. That does sound better to me. So I'm going to do erase, and it's Cynthia erase. Now it's reading. Well, it still says P0308. I hope I got the right cylinder. I may have to reinvestigate, make sure I got the right cylinder I was working on up there. But I replaced, I swapped the coil with a vehicle that was not getting this error. And I put in 2 spark plugs. But you know what? My truck sounds better. Erase. I'm probably going to have to drive this thing for a while for it to actually clear everything out. So on this thing, when I do erase, am I just erasing what's in this thing? Or am I erasing what's in the computer on here? Oh no. Link. So I click your link and it reads. Still give me the P0308. So maybe it just needs me to drive it for a little bit. Who knows? Well, anyway. It sounds better. It sounds a lot better. It really does. It sounds a heck of a lot better. It sounds wonderful, actually. I think I've solved the problem. I just don't think the computer's let go of it quite yet. That's what I think. I think it's waiting for me to put so many miles on it or so many starts and stops. Yeah, I think I fixed the problem. Sounds good, actually. Erase. Cynthia erase. Now it's going to read. Yeah, I bet that's got to be it. It's waiting for me to put so many miles and so many starts and stops. Read it again. Link. Read it again. Yeah, that's got to be it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I got to go get ready for work, and then probably after I've driven it to work, I'm going to see if that check engine light goes out. The ABS light is another total different issue. That might be keeping, well, no, I'm still showing P0308. But anyway, I think it should go away. So I'm going to go get ready for work. Got to prepare for the rains. Got a few things I got to take care of. All right. Talk to you later, alligators.